How often do you think about your heart health? Are you aware of the risks of cardiovascular disease? Well, let's dive into the heart of the matter. Cardiovascular diseases, encompassing coronary heart disease and stroke, claim the top spot as the leading cause of death in the United States. Particularly at risk are Blacks and Hispanics in underserved communities. It's a sobering reality, isn't it? But there's good news. Cardiovascular disease is largely preventable. Stay tuned to learn how you can keep your heart beating strong. Heart Smarts, a health program, is here to empower you to live a heart-healthy lifestyle. This program is not just about information, but about transformation. It offers a comprehensive approach to help you understand and achieve heart health. Heart Smarts is committed to reducing the incidence of cardiovascular disease, the leading cause of death in the United States. The program focuses on underserved communities where the risk of heart disease and stroke is greatest. Through education and empowerment, Heart Smarts aims to turn the tide on these statistics. It's a call to action, a call to change, a call to live healthier, longer lives. Heart Smarts is about arming you with the knowledge and tools you need to make heart-smart choices every day. It's about the power of prevention and the promise of a healthier future. Remember, Heart Smarts is not just a program, it's a life-changing journey. It's about taking control of your health, one heartbeat at a time. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to these stories from people who have benefited from Heart Smarts. Imagine being told you're at risk for heart disease, a leading cause of death in the United States. Now picture having the knowledge and tools to combat that risk head-on. For people like Maria, a single mother from an underserved community, Heart Smarts was a beacon of hope. The program informed decisions about her heart health, ultimately reducing her risk of cardiovascular diseases. And then there's John, a middle-aged man who was once a prisoner of his poor lifestyle choices. For him, Heart Smarts was not just a program, but a lifesaver. It opened his eyes to the risks he was taking and gave him the push he needed to commit to a healthier lifestyle. These are not just testimonials, they are life-changing stories. Stories of empowerment, resilience, and triumph over heart disease. These are real stories from real people who have seen the impact of Heart Smarts in their lives. Are you ready to be the next success story? Your heart health is in your hands, and with Heart Smarts, you have the power to make a difference. It's time to take that first step towards a healthier lifestyle, a step that could redefine your future. Heart Smarts is not just an ally, it's a beacon, guiding you to make informed decisions for your heart health. So why wait? The path to a healthier heart is just a click away. You'll find the link to Heart Smarts right down in the description below. Start your journey towards a healthier heart today with Heart Smarts.
Have you ever wondered where your motivation comes from? It's a question that's been asked time and again, and it's one that's often met with a common answer. Motivation comes from big achievements, from reaching milestones, from monumental successes. It's a notion that's deeply ingrained in our society, a belief that the fuel for our drive, our ambition, our willpower is birthed from these grand moments of triumph. But what if that's not the whole story? What if motivation, that elusive spark, that propelling force, isn't just found in the grandeur of life's peaks, but also in the simplicity of its valleys? What if motivation is hiding in plain sight, nestled in the everyday, the mundane, the ordinary? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the concept of micro-moments. Micro-moments are those small, seemingly inconsequential snippets of life that we often overlook in our quest for the extraordinary. It's the subtle smile from a stranger that warms your heart, the first sip of your morning coffee that awakens your senses, the unexpected laughter shared with a friend that brightens your day. These are the micro-moments, the tiny fragments of existence that hold the potential to inspire, to motivate, to propel us forward. But why do we overlook these moments? Perhaps it's because we're conditioned to believe that motivation must come from something grand, something tangible, something measurable. We're taught to seek motivation in the extraordinary, to pursue it in the grand achievements, the major milestones. But motivation, like life itself, is not always grand. Sometimes it's simple, it's subtle, it's small, and sometimes it's these small moments that have the greatest impact. So the next time you find yourself questioning where your motivation comes from, take a moment to pause. Take a moment to observe. Take a moment to appreciate the beauty in the mundane, the inspiration in the everyday, the motivation in the micro moments. What if we told you that your next source of motivation might be hiding in the simplest of moments? To understand the power of micro moments, we must first delve into the science behind motivation. Our brains are intricate networks of neurons, constantly firing and communicating, creating the tapestry of our thoughts, feelings, and actions. At the heart of this network lies the reward system, a group of structures that regulate our feelings of pleasure and motivation. When we encounter something positive, whether it's a delicious meal, a warm smile, or a job well done, our brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter often called the feel-good hormone. This dopamine rush gives us a sense of satisfaction and pleasure, and it's our brain's way of saying, "Hey, this feels good, let's do it again." Now you might be thinking, great, but what does this have to do with micro moments? Well, here's the fascinating part. Our brain doesn't differentiate between big life-changing events and small, everyday moments when it comes to releasing dopamine. A kind gesture from a stranger, a beautiful sunset, or even a good cup of coffee can trigger this same response. This is where the power of micro moments lies. We don't need to wait for grand achievements or milestones to feel motivated or inspired. The brain's reward system can be activated by these small, seemingly mundane moments, creating a continuous flow of motivation and positivity. But there's more. The more frequently we experience these micro moments, the more our brain learns to seek them out. It's a concept known as neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and adapt as a result of experience. Over time, our brain gets better at spotting these moments and deriving pleasure from them, making us more motivated and happier overall.